Hi. So we are at it again with the tarot readings. So today we are going to do a how does your person feel towards your reading? I freaking love readings. I think they're so much fun. I think they are just so entertaining, and I really do think you can take them for a grain of salt. But if you also, want to take them seriously or take something from it, you can. And I just feel like that unsolicited advice along with like the entertainment aspect is just really nice. I don't know. I like that you can really do whatever you want with it, but it's just so interesting. I don't know. At least for me. So I will still be doing ASMR videos. Just lately I felt called to start doing tarot readings again because I finally found a setup, as you can see. So yeah, today we have 3 piles again. I think this screen can only really fit 3 piles anyways. But we have pile 1, which is the Lovely Omens Tarot, pile 2 with the Beauty Tarot, and pile 3 with the Gothmancy Tarot. I feel like with how long I've been chattering, you've probably already picked a pile, so I'll just ramble a little bit while you choose. But full disclosure, I shuffled the tarot cards on camera, but then I have pre-shuffled the oracle cards because honestly, pre-shuffling the oracle cards is like the same vibe as pre-measuring everything when you bake. It's just way more enjoyable, way more fun, way less shuffling on camera because I take a while to shuffle and I be getting doubtful when I'm shuffling on camera. I'm like, did I shuffle it enough? But anyways, yeah, let's get right into this reading. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Lovely Omens Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I remember when I first seen this tarot deck, I was obsessed. I think it was last year around September, like around this time last year. And I remember I'd call my bestie on Discord and we'd watch Hello My 20s together on Netflix. And then we would just like, I don't know, like I started doing tarot on TikTok. And I feel like that was when I first started realizing that like I can kind of like get on the internet with tarot. Yeah, I love this deck. It's definitely a deck that like kind of shook me. It was because usually when I buy decks, it's like through Etsy or like Amazon, and this one had like kind of its own website, so I was a little stumped when I was looking for it. So happy I found it though. This deck really cuts to the point, pile 1. So maybe you're a logical person, more logical. Maybe you like the no BS answers. That's the vibe this deck gives me because when I'd be getting scared to ask them. I'd be like, hey, can you tell me something? And it's like, yeah. And I'm like, please be nice to me. Anyways, what are pile 1's person's feelings towards pile 1? What are pile 1's person's feelings towards pile 1? What are pile 1's person's feelings towards pile 1? This deck does jumpers too. That's how direct it is. What are pile 1's person's feelings towards pile 1? What are pile 1's person's feelings towards pile 1? Oh my god. No. I'll take that one, but I'm going to leave the rest. So, okay. I have no idea which way this wants to be. Let me just... I think it wants to be upright. I feel called to do it upright. Alright. So the cards we got, the Queen of Cups. By the way, we have a lot of oracles today, so this is going to be a beefy one. The Seven of Wands. Then the Queen of Wands, as you've seen. The Emperor and Death. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Swords. So you're going to hear talking in the background. Sorry, that's my roommates. But anyways, I'm like, this always happens to me in readings because like my throat just starts feeling clogged up. I feel like that applies to this reading. Okay, so first of all, we have water, we have fire, a lot of fire actually. We also have the Emperor, so we have Aries and Scorpio, and then some air. And sorry, my roommate's talking, kind of threw me off. That really bothered me. But anyways, with the Seven of Wands and the Emperor card, I just feel like I'm just getting this feeling that whoever your person is, they feel intimidated by you. like with the Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, I feel like they sense that you kind of present yourself as very fiery and very disciplined. And I feel like maybe you grew up with strict parents. I don't know why I feel called to say that. But I'm just getting this overall feeling that, like, you know, with this deck, like, even you can just look at the imagery. I know the imagery isn't as, like, descriptive as, like, traditional Rider-Waite, but, like, when you look at these cards and you look at the vibe and you see all these female figures that are done up, don't care, you know, owning their element, it's just, like, I get this vibe that you are somebody that is really intuitive, really smart, and I feel like you're a very passionate and motivated, driven person. I feel a lot of Cancer and Leo energy right here by saying that. But I feel like with the Emperor card, you're really good at asserting yourself. But I also feel like with the Death card, you kind of emit this energy of like somebody who isn't afraid of change, and somebody or willing to face change. And with the Ten of Swords, I feel like this relationship or like this situationship, whatever it may be, has undergone a lot of changes, and maybe recently can be what recent means to you. If it was a year ago and that still feels recent to you, then that is recent. But if it was like literally 15 minutes ago and that's recent to you, you know, recent is being used very, like, it is being used in which way you've deemed applicable. And I feel like with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, there's this theme of like almost betrayal or like just this breakup. And I've like with the Seven of Wands, like just this like feeling of needing to stand up or kind of standing your ground. Maybe this person did something and now you are kind of standoffish towards them, or you're like, hey, like if you're just gonna play a game with me, like I'm not gonna sit here and deal with you capping on me, like, anyways. And so I feel like because of that, that's what the Death card is here, because the relationship has changed so much. And I'm also noticing that there's like no aces here, no like any number smaller than 7. Like we have the Emperor, that's number 4. But like I'm talking in terms of like the court cards. And I feel like this relationship has been like something that has been going on for a while. I'm gonna get the Oracle cards out real quick. We have a lot here, child. So for these, we have Forgiving and Learning. I'm kind of scared. I don't know how I'm gonna lay these cards out. True Love. Oh, let me read the message here. This one says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. This is the romance of a lifetime. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost secrets, innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. And then for these, I have Self-Worth, Confusion. Oh, you can't even see it. I'm gonna put that on top of here if you don't mind. And Respect. For these cards, I have the Seven of Bottles. This one's going to be kind of out of frame too. And then I have the Five of Bottles. And then for these Hidden Truth cards, so many things remind me of you. And the timing just wasn't right for us. Okay, for plain transparency, these cards actually, this is the Pink Pain Tarot. It comes with different meanings. And I was going to read them before I got on camera, but honestly, I forgot, y'all. So let me just read them right now. But for the Five of Bottles, I have Expansion of Space, Study a New Direction, and the Six of Bottles, I have Anxiety, Oblivion, and Fatigue. Yeah, the reason I kept feeling called to say that this has taken a while, like this was like something that has gone over a long period of time, is because of this card. The timing just wasn't right for us. I feel like, yes, there was a breakup here or a separation of some sorts, or something came in between y'all, or maybe it was confusing with the Confusion card here. But what I'm feeling, oh, excuse me, y'all. This is the Seven of Bottles. so embarrassing. Seven of Bottles is illusions, loss, emptiness, and serenity. But I'm still going to apply the Six of Bottles because I read it. Because the anxiety part really does resonate. But what I'm feeling with this reading is that your person feels like, or maybe I'm getting this feeling that your person was too focused on the feel good parts of the relationship. I'm feeling that one or the other, or if you feel that way, you can assign the energies as you wish. This is y'all's reading, not mine. Like, I'm just the messenger, y'all. Like, anyways, but the reason I feel called to mention that is because with the Death card, I'm sensing that somebody in this relationship craves intensity, change, passion, death, new things, dark subjects, like trauma bonding. Like, that's what we Scorpios are into, child. And I feel like somebody in the other person they didn't get that, and they were so focused on the good things. With so many things remind me of you, I just feel called to like restaurants, like places, stores, foods, different songs, different things remind them of you because those were the good memories that you guys shared. But there was only good memories, and I feel like that led to a lot of confusion because it was like the relationship was built on escapism, getting away from something, illusions, something that wasn't true, something that wasn't deep enough. With the getting to know each other, like, I feel like this further applies to this narrative of like not knowing each other at a deeper, more serious, more dark level. And if a Scorpio doesn't have that with their lover, like, they ain't into it. They said, go ahead and take me off, I'm gonna withdraw from my application. And pile one, I do feel as though your person really misses you and they really want to spend time with you again, and if they're back, I do think that they're up in your DMs or whatever it may be, and they respect you. They respect your boundaries, so that's, if they are up in your DMs, like, they are, but like, I feel like for a majority of you, this person isn't pushing it or, making you feel some type of way, hence why, like, the cards aren't necessarily negative, but there are cards that symbolize that in the past, some really terrible things happened. And once again, terrible can be used very universally here. Like, it could be as small as they left a mug out on the counter and broke it, and it was your literal favorite mug, or they, like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, it could have been really bad or like kind of bad. Doesn't matter. That's how I'm using terrible. And I feel like with the Ten of Swords, like, that big ending, like, I think that your person is still hurt by it. They still feel that pain, and I feel like they feel like they were gonna be with you for a while, and so maybe you, like, cut it off very suddenly. Maybe you broke up with them very suddenly, or maybe the situation got called off very suddenly, and they feel very hurt by this, and I think that they are forgiving and learning. I think they do very much love you. I really do think that, or not, if it isn't love, it is strong feelings, strong attraction, very strong feelings towards you, at the very least. That is at the very least. At the very least, they really care about you, and they really have these strong romantic feelings towards you, and at the best, they are in love with you. And with this forgiving and learning card, I really do think that they're learning to let it go. And with the self-worth and confusion card, I really do think it threw them for a loop, and they're kind of getting used to it. Like, I feel like this healing journey for them has been very confusing. It has been very painful for them, and I feel like they have a lot of anxiety. I accidentally read the wrong thing, like the wrong definition in the guidebook just earlier, and I feel like that's how they feel. Like, they say the wrong, or they, like, get they get caught up and they say the wrong things out of impulse, and they just, like, are a mess right now, pile one. I really do think that your person has been going through a lot, and I think that they're growing right now. And I think it's interesting too the way this layout is, because we have true love right in the middle, you know what I'm saying? So I'm getting this feeling that like all of these things are kind of surrounding that feeling itself, and it's kind of like confusing them. Like they know how they feel towards you, but they don't know what to do with these feelings, you know? Like they have so much like other things going on in their life, but they know for sure that they really like you. And honestly, pile one, like I don't feel as though y'all are in contact, but I did say earlier that they might be up in your DMs. It sounds like kind of one or two extremes. If we have Scorpio here, it's like go big or go home kind of vibe. So either A, they are literally blowing your phone up, like 14 missed FaceTime calls, girl, or like they literally haven't spoken to you since this relationship ended. And I also feel called to mention Taurus because the sister sign of Scorpio is Taurus. And I'm just sensing a lot of stubborn, earthy kind of energy right here. And yeah, pile one, honestly, like, I just think that if you are wanting to get, because if you're wanting to get back with this person, or if you want them to learn, it's gonna take a lot of, not a lot of time, but I think that it's gonna take a significant amount of time. Enough, like whatever a lot of time means to you, and then kind of shorten that a little bit. Don't be unrealistic, pile one. But I kind of want to sit a different way. I'm going to sit a different way. Just kind of want to change it up. But I feel like this is really up to you and whether or not you want to wait on it and let it come to you. Because I do think that they're doing a lot of reflection with this. There's a mirror in this card. I didn't even think about that. But your person is very confused right now, and they're dealing with a lot of pain and rumination right now, and they're really going through it. And with the bottles cards, I wouldn't be surprised if they turn to like substances or something of the sorts, or maybe they let substances get in the way, or maybe they're those one people that like be getting turned off substances, and it seems like they can only be turned off substances, but that's neither here or there. But yeah, pile one, like I'm just getting this feeling that you're a very intuitive and passionate person. You're someone that is very transformative and very intelligent, and someone who knows how to stand up for themselves, and you're very smart. Like, oh my gosh, pile one, like this is a very sophisticated deck, so I'm just getting this very sophisticated energy from you. I don't know how to describe it, like lifting your pinky up while drinking something, child. Like that's the kind of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you like minimalism. Your room's probably like 3 colors. But anyways, that's besides the point. If you want this person back in your life, and maybe you don't, but I feel like anything after what I, like everything now what I'm saying, it feels kind of unsolicited, because I don't feel as though you want to get back with this person. I feel like you just want to know how they feel, and you want to know how they're doing, whether it be for your ego, whether it be out of curiosity, whether it be maybe out of concern for them, because you know, I don't sense that this reading is like they don't like you or like you don't like them. I think you very much care about them, but I think that you acknowledge that this person, or like one of you, or like it just wouldn't work out, or that you aren't ready, or they aren't ready. I don't sense hard feelings here. I'm just sensing that it was something that was executed improperly, and because of that, we're left with two people that really care about each other, but aren't really taking the initiative to revive the relationship. Oh my gosh, pile one. Literally, my roommate started making so much noise, and it was just ridiculous, and I had to like cut the cameras. I was literally like, cut the cameras, girl. But I don't know, like, I feel like I'm done with the reading. I feel like I started rambling. But after taking a second and recuperating from the reading, pile one, I feel like that is what you need right now. I think that it'll be very helpful to you to kind of recuperate and think and take some time off. I think that this has been something that's weighing on you. Like, girl, if you're watching a tarot reading, like, I'm just saying, like, we all know when you watch a tarot reading about somebody, it's becoming boiling hot tea. So just let yourself cool down, let yourself simmer, let yourself just take a break. I think that this person is really exhausting you, and I think that they're exhausting themselves, and I think they keep manifesting you. So just protect your energy, and with time, what you need to do will become very apparent, especially in this connection, because I feel like everything's kind of getting mopped up right now. It's just a matter of disposing of it. So yeah, pile one, thank you so much for watching. I'm literally, like, if you watched your whole reading, I'm shooketh because I feel like I was just a hot mess and I was rambling a lot, but because I'm like, I'm kind of intimidated by your energy, pile one. Like, please, like, I drop a pencil in front of you. I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, I'd be the one to bump into you in school and you like drop all your notebooks and I'm like, they hate me. Anyways, thank you so much, pile one. Bye. Hello, pile two. If you chose the Beauty Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I love this deck. Personally, if I'm gonna be transparent with y'all, I feel like it was a little bit expensive for what I got. Like, it came in a little fabric pouch, and I was kind of bummed out by that. I was hoping it'd come in like a box, like even if the box is that kind of gross, maybe even a tuck box. But either way, the cards are beautiful, and so I think that, and like the cards feel good too, so I think that compensates. But I actually bought this deck when I first moved into where I live now, and it's kind of like iconic for that. So yeah, pile one, let's just get right into your reading. Pile, not pile one, pile two. Oh my god, I get it now. But so I was doing pile one's reading. This is why I kept saying pile one, because I was thinking about it. So I was doing pile one's reading, and my roommate started making a lot of noise, and one of them went to the bathroom, and you can only imagine where this is going. So I had to pause the reading, just lay in bed for like literally like 15 minutes with the cards just sitting on my deck, and I was so bored. I was like, girl, why y'all gotta be making so much noise right now? But they're chill roommates. I think my roommates are really nice. I think I'm very lucky to have them. Anyways, these cards are really cool too because they have keywords on them. Very nice. Makes the reading a little bit smoother. Alright. What are pile 2's first and pile 2? What are pile 2's first and pile 2? This one does jumpers and I just pulled the card, so what are pile 2's first and pile 2? What are pile 2's first and pile 2? I feel called to take this one. Alright. I'm gonna just pull the rest now. We have the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. Ooh, pile 1 got 7 of Wands too. Let me actually move these up. There's a lot of Oracle cards, by the way. We have a lot. The Queen of Cups. Ooh, pile 1 got these 2 cards too. Maybe you feel drawn to pile 1 as well. And then we had the Knight of Swords. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Swords. Pile 2. Your person kind of going through it. Pile 2, I feel called to mention that your person feels vulnerable. They feel... I feel like you're a very sweet, nurturing person. Very romantic. Pile 2, maybe you're a Pisces. Or... yeah, I'm sensing a lot of Pisces here. I feel like you're a very opinionated Pisces, like one of those Pisces that's like, Pisces is the best sign. We're like amazing, and y'all are amazing, by the way. I literally love Pisces. But anyways, that's besides the point. What is here? I almost said Pisces. Anyways, pile 2. I feel like you've been getting your person in the feels. With the 9 of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles, I feel like they're distracting themselves with work. and they're being kind of standoffish right now. Pile 2. I keep wanting to say Pisces. Goodness gracious, because it's like Pi. Anyways, and I don't think, with the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck, I don't feel as though your person is being completely honest with you. And I think you sense that, and I think that freaks them out even more because they feel like they can't lie to you. And so I'd say that's causing problems all on its own. With the Knight of Swords, I do think that they're being a little bit impulsive right now. And I think they're trying to take control over the relationship and the situation by like throwing themselves into work and kind of appearing as like somebody who like has it together, you know, like, but it's like deep down they're so anxious, afraid, and I saw lack of sleep on here. That is really calling out to me. I feel lethargic doing this reading, and I think that's how your person feels, pile 2. Like, you got them in the feels. Oh my goodness, I ain't never seen anything like it. Oh my god. Wait, no. What's under this? I see the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is right here. I just feel so... I'm taking that, actually. I'm going to leave it right here, actually. I'm just going to leave this a mess. Pile 2. You are just something else to them. This feeling, like, I feel like I can understand how they're feeling right now. It's this feeling of, like, feeling like you don't deserve, or feeling like you need to rise up more to the occasion, or feeling vulnerable, or feeling like, oh my god, I didn't know I could feel this, y'all. This wasn't part of the script. So yeah, honestly, I really want to get into your oracles. Like, let's just spill the tea. So I actually pulled quite a few oracle cards today. These are tarot cards. These pink ones is pink tarot, but I like using that support card. And you actually got 4 of these. Don't tell the other piles, but the other piles only got 3. You got 4. So please don't tell them. They're gonna get mad at me. So for this, we have give your relationship a chance. Oh my god, girl. Work on your partnership. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. And then we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And also, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And then we have these super cute cards. We have romance, spark, security, and then for these we have the Page of Knives, 3 of Cigarettes, and for these we have these like you've seen these before, don't play with me. I'm so attracted to you and you came closer than anyone. Pile 2, you have them on lockdown, child. You have them by the neck. I can't make this up. Like, y'all can read, right? It's like, you know what I mean? Anyways, to be fully transparent, I've been reading the pink cards from the little guidebook because the keywords they use are a little bit different than traditional Rider-Waite tarot. They're actually very different. But for Page of Knives, we have vigilance, threat, challenge, acceptance. And then for the 3 of Cigarettes, we have self-awareness, acceptance, anger. That is very interesting. I do think I'm sensing some Scorpio energy here too. We have air. We have a lot of air here too. So I'm sensing some Aquarius energy too. But obviously that's Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then we have fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have Earth. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have all the elements here. But I feel this emphasis on Aquarius, Scorpio, and Pisces. And also some Capricorn, to be honest. But I feel as though this relationship has been kind of a slow burn kind of thing. I think it's taken a while to get to the point where it has now. If you felt called to pile 1, maybe it's worth watching that one too if you really want to, if you are feeling extra obsessive today. But I'm feeling like this is something that has taken time, and I'm thinking that like it has been built off of friendship with the security card. But I'm getting this feeling that like your person had their feelings have gotten out of their control. They have become unmanageable to them, and now they are outright just coping with them. So it's like they were able to deal with their feelings and able to bottle them up and kind of deal with them. But then, like, I feel like you started really breaking their walls down. I think that they're a very guarded person, someone who has dealt with a lot, especially with this past life relationship card. Like, y'all's relationship has definitely come a long way. You could have been together in a past life, but I also think that speaks volumes to the longevity in which your relationship has endured. So I think that you can take it that way if you're not necessarily a person that's big on past life things. But I do feel called to mention that for those of you who do believe it. I don't doubt it. And then with the worth waiting for and give your relationship a chance, I just feel like your person is really struggling with accepting you, accepting that they like you. I think they're very much in denial about their feelings, very much in denial about this spark. And with the romance card, it's like they really want to turn up the heat. They really want to make moves, and but like these feelings really have them by the throat with the Page of Knives here. They're just going through it like I don't even know how to describe it. Like they're literally scrambling to cope with these feelings and kind of deal with them. With the "You Came Closer Than Anyone" card, I'm sensing that they've really told you things they've only told you. You very well may be the only soul that knows some of the things that your person has said. Like you may know things about them that they've told literally nobody else in this lifetime. And for that they scared. They scared. Just kind of thinking, just kind of looking. And I think pile 2, you are a very sweet person. I think you're very soft. And I think that you are very dreamy. Goodness gracious, pile 2. You might just be one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, I don't even know you. And I'm just like, dang, like, pile 2 kind of pretty. But anyways, I just feel like this person's just so attracted to you. I'm getting a specific message on smile and hands, but that could be neither here or there. And pile 2, I think that I feel like the reading is kind of done. Like I feel like I do readings really fast, but everything up until this, like everything up until this point was kind of how they felt. And I feel like now it's a matter of like who y'all are and like what the tea is. I think with time these feelings will boil over, and I feel like you're waiting on that. I don't sense that you're necessarily an impatient person or someone that's pushing them, and I think that's also really scaring them because they feel burdened by the fact that they are in control and they don't really know what to do with this control. They're just like, oh my god, y'all. But I think it's interesting that the security card is right in the middle. I know I laid the cards out, but like, like looking at it this way, I think that this okay, I feel like your person feels very emotionally secure with you. They feel like if they tell you something, like you will take it to the grave if like they don't want you telling no one. And I feel like this also scares them. Maybe in the past they've had people, not even ex-lovers, just people in general who kind of spill their business, or people who have demonstrated to them that security and emotional security, even romantic security, can be ripped away very easily. And I'm sensing that your person's really like shocked. Maybe they've tested you a lot if I'm going to mention Scorpio. And I feel like this test has consisted of seeing how trustworthy you actually are. And this kind of translates to me, what I'm getting is confiding, coming to you about their feelings, talking to you, consistent text. Consistency is something I feel very, like, I feel like y'all have a very particular relationship with the word consistency. And sensing plants too. I don't know why I feel mentioned. I have plants all over the place. Like, there's one like right here. Like, hi. But I don't know, maybe plants are significant to y'all. But I'm sensing pile 2, like, I'm honestly kind of done with the reading. I don't want to ramble and like waste y'all's time. But pile 2, I think that your person really has the feels for you. They really like you. They really, oh my god, pile 2, like, I'm so attracted to you with a period, child. Like, they're so into you. You literally, with the 9 of Cups, I felt so called to draw this. And it's literally like you are a heavy source of indulgence for them. Indulgence in their feelings. Indulgence in like these feelings of companionships, romanticism, and like feel good. Like, they just feel so incredible with you. And the more they trust you and fall for you, that was awkward, the more their fears grow. Their fears are intertwined with their desire because they are scared of not getting what they want, or they're scared of getting what they want and it's not what they want. Or, and I think that they might also just be a commitment phobe, lol, but I think that you're very much melting them down. I think you're really breaking their walls down. And I really do think that you're getting through to them, pile 2. And honestly, pile 2, like, I don't sense that there is anything that you should be doing differently. I think that you know that. I think you came to this, or you were drawn to this video as more of confirmation and updates on your progress, because this child, like, you was working on it. But yeah, pile 2, honestly, that's your reading. Excited AF for you. Excited that you very well may not be the one that's feeling this way, because your person is going through the rakes, child. It's like the can't eating anxious, like, oh my gosh, like, and why are they so down bad for it? It's like you literally like them and you're like, lol, like, you're the vibe, and they're like, I'm the vibe. I'm the vibe. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Anyways, pile 2, I'm gonna stop keeping you. I'm going to let it go now. So thank you so much for watching. I didn't tell this to pile 1 because I was kind of scared to tell them, but if you don't mind, you can subscribe, like, please. Thanks. Alright, bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the Gothmancy Tarot, this is going to be your reading. I actually bought this deck purely for aesthetics because, like, isn't it, like, so cute? Like, girl, like, please. But I actually just did a TikTok with this deck, and before that, I hadn't been very keen on reading with this deck because it felt like it was harder to read with, or like it didn't really resonate with me. But after that reading, I realized that doing love readings with this deck is so much fun. Also, pile 3, like, I took a sneak peek at your oracle cards, and like with this deck in particular, like, there's a lot of rainbows, and there was a lot of like things in your oracle cards that signified like religion or like LGBTQ. So if you identify with that group, like, we love you, like, you're amazing, like, thank you so much. And I really do feel like more reading should mention that, because I feel like as an LGBT person and like watching videos like this, it's just kind of this vibe of like, they'll be like, oh, it can be a man or woman, but most of the time it leads towards like a man or woman, and it's like, I don't know, sometimes I can feel misrepresented, and it's like the reading will literally resonate, but it's like I just feel misrepresented. And I don't know, I take very good care to acknowledge my identity, so I just wanted to throw that out there. Obviously, like, it is kind of hard to guess someone's orientation. It's really nobody's business. But like, I just felt called to mention that pile 3. And if you do identify with that, like, support, we love you, you're amazing, you really do make the world go round. Every month is Pride Month, TBH. So yeah, let's cut this deck. Yeah, I love this deck. I literally just so nice. Anyways, what are pile 3's person's feelings towards pile 3? I did not know this deck did jumpers. What are pile 3's person's feelings towards pile 3? What is this? What are pile 3's person's feelings towards pile 3? What are pile 3's person's feelings towards pile 3? What are pile 3's person's feelings towards pile 3? Oh, I want to take this one. Okay. Alright. That card kind of scares me. This card, the 7 of Wands, like, what is this, child? Like, that kind of scares me. Don't tell the artist. Like, it's still very beautiful, you know? Like, it's a vibe. We love this. But it still scares me. I be flipping the cards, like, down, right? Like this, because I love that noise. Like, anyways. This is an ASMR channel. We have the 9 of Swords. Pile 2 also got the 9 of Swords. 5 of Wands. 2 of Swords. 7 of Wands, as we all know. Let me move these up a bit, actually. We have a lot of Oracle cards today, by the way. Pile 3. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Aquarius. I mean, not Aquarius. We have the star. The star is ruled by Aquarius. Anyways, I'm just going to leave that right there. So, we're going to kind of touch up on your tarot cards a little bit real quick. And then kind of get the Oracle cards fast out. Because I'm kind of impatient, y'all. It's my Libra Mars. But, okay, pile 3. First thing I feel called to mention, y'all are hot and cold. We have so much air and Aquarius, as I said. So we have a lot of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, a lot of fire. So we have some Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then we have Pentacles. So we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Perhaps neither of you are very emotional people, or like people who, like, you know, really go through the feels like that. But I do feel like your person is like, this reading is very interesting because we have the 2 of Swords like right in the middle, and like we have like kind of like two of like kind of like the devil's advocate and like the angel's advocate, you know what I'm saying? Like one on each shoulder. With the 9 of Swords and 5 of Wands, I feel like that your person is very anxious about you and very conflicted. They don't know what to do. Like they don't know what to think or feel about you. And then with the 7 of Wands and 6 of Pentacles, it's like at the same time they want to fight for balance in this relationship, because we do have an emphasis on Libra here because we have the scales right here. So I do think that there is an emphasis on relationships because of that. Duh, this is love reading. I don't know why I said that. I just kind of zoned out. But I feel like that's what it feels like. I feel like this reading feels so hard to lock down. And I feel like that's what your person feels like. I feel like your person feels like they can't get a read on you. And they feel like they're constantly having to... By the way, every single pile today has gotten the 7 of Wands. So I'm just sensing this overall energy, especially for you, pile 3, like standing up for yourself and really stepping up to the occasion with your feelings and what you want in a relationship. And I feel like your person needs to do that, or you need to do that. But obviously this is how your person's feeling, so I feel more called to say that. I feel like you was sitting here, like with the star card, like I feel called to mention that it kind of just seems like you're literally just sitting there being like, lol. And also we have the Page of Swords under the star, and the Page of Swords is a very hesitant card in my opinion. But anyways, with the star card, like with this imagery, that's why I was showing the card. I feel like you're just kind of sitting there. Like you're just vibing, you're just healing, you're just dreaming, you're just thinking of Not my iPad going off, child. Maybe that's what y'all be going through. Just like random notifications be surprising you. Anyways, with the star card, I just feel like you're literally just sitting there. And by the way, it's gonna go off in another 2 minutes. We all know the drill. But I feel like your person's literally just sitting there going crazy, and you're just sitting there and being like, hey man, I just want to move on and get into a relationship or not, you know, like I just kind of want to go to dinner with you. Like, I feel like this reading is kind of goofy. Like, I'm in a silly mood right now. I feel like you're amused by watching. Let's just get into the oracle cards, child. Like, I'm gonna get into the oracle cards so that I can stop confusing myself and stop rambling. Okay, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And then we have playfulness. I knew it. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. It has to look cute. And then religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. This is why I felt called to mention that you may be of LGBTQ, like you may identify with that, because like maybe religious factors, you know, like how parents be like, that's against God and whatever, like, and I feel like you identify with that. Like, I feel like there is a certain belief. It doesn't even have to be religious necessarily. It doesn't have to be like church AF vibe. Like, I think it just has, see, there it goes. I think it has to do more with following rules and following your own beliefs. Like, for example, like, I remember this one time, this person was like, I have to be talking to somebody for a minimum of 3 months before I get with them. That's not necessarily religious, but it's a belief, you know, it's something that you stand by. And I feel like that's what this card is kind of getting at here. And I feel like that's why maybe your person's so conflicted, because if we had the star card here and your person is in any way Aquarius or has any 11th house placements, I'm sensing that your person is very stern in their own beliefs and very stubborn. And maybe that's what something that makes them attractive, you know, is that they believe so heavily in what they believe in, you know, and they stand by it. And that probably makes them attractive, pile 3. I'm not going to cap at you, but I think that you're, or maybe that's you, pile 3, that you are somebody that is very stern in their own beliefs, you know. You assign the energies as you wish, but I am sensing that there is structure here, and the structure is being at question right now, because it's either A, question the structure and foundation and the system, or B, question the relationship and the person. And I think that right now there's a lot of crossroads going on between the two of you. And I think that it's making both of you anxious now that I think about it, but I think that your person's taking a lot worse than you are. Anyways, let's keep going. We have influence. I was actually really excited to do your reading too, pile 3. And then we have passion. I love this card. Like, please. Like, can someone do that to me, please? Anyways. And then we have caution. And then I drew some tarot cards from the pink paint. I love this deck. We have King of Cigarettes. No, it has to look cute. I'll put it right there. 9 of Pills. And then for these like little, you know, these are using them before, the Hidden Truth ones. They say, I bury myself in work to forget about you, and I knew exactly what I was doing. Pile 3. Now I'm wondering if this system deals with their work. Maybe they work somewhere religious. Like, maybe they work at a church, but that could be neither here or there too. But, okay, for full transparency, for these pink cards, I've been reading them from the guidebook for every single pile, and I think that it provides a little bit of extra spice to the reading. So for the 9 of Pills, I have insight, safety, and enlightenment. And then for the King of Cigarettes, I have thoughtfulness, simplicity, isolation. Pile 3, I think that your person perceives you as a very intriguing, opinionated person. Okay, Pile 3, now I'm like getting this feeling that like you are the one that's opinionated and someone who has very high standards and values. Wow, Pile 3, I really like, I'm just getting like all these feelings of like you're a person that's like very stubborn and very much rooted in your own ways, routine. Like, I don't do that. Like, that's not what I believe in. You know, somebody who is very stern and very, how do I say it? You are very disciplined. And I think that your person is a little bit more chaotic and a little bit more fun. And I think that's why they feel some type of way towards you. Maybe they're, with all the swords I have here, I'm getting the feeling that they're also scared to tell you how they feel or to kind of tell you more about how they're feeling with the caution card and the influence card. I think that somebody may have confided to them about you, or I'm also getting this feeling that somebody confided to you and maybe you confronted them about it. But I'm just sensing this feeling that there is a lack of proper communication around here. But I feel like this person, your person, is quite actually fabricating this, and they're kind of manifesting this lack of communication, especially since we're in the midst of a Mercury retrograde. So maybe as of late it has been even worse. But I feel called to mention that this card, when we were reading it in the little guidebook, it said isolation. In pile 3, I do think, excuse me, goodness gracious, I do think that isolation is a theme in this relationship. I feel like there's always a lot of downtime and then random episodes of passion. And your person is just very confused right now and very at odds, as I said in the beginning of the reading when I seen the Two of Swords. And I don't think they're sorting their feelings out properly, and they're burying themselves in work to forget you. And work could be anything. I don't feel as though it's like a classic 9 to 5. It could be for some of you, but it could be anything like cleaning the house, mowing the lawn, doing things like that. You know, anything that demands their attention and maybe even requires physical labor. Maybe your person's very physically fit. Love that for everyone. But I do think that your person is proceeding with a lot of caution right now, and they're doing a lot of thinking. And actually, no, they're not doing nearly as enough thinking as they should. I don't know why I said that, but I actually feel like it's one of two extremes. I feel like they're either thinking too much or thinking too little. So, like, what's good? So, yeah, pile 3, I feel like your person really wants a balance with you, and they really just kind of want to get on even ground with you. I feel like the ground has been so uncertain, and it's really freaking them out, and it's literally stressing them out, because it's like it's all just kind of being transmuted into this heavy flow of passion. And I almost wonder as if this person kind of it always leads to, you know, passionate activities, if you know what I mean, like getting touchy-feely or getting down with it, you know, like increasing that human population, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it always kind of leads to that. And this could be for some of you, not all of you, of course, but I feel like for a good majority of you, like, it always seems to lead to that, or lead to that conversation. And like, yeah, your person is just so like fiery and very like, I can't even describe it. Like, I don't think you can describe it either. Like, who is this person? Like, honestly. But I am sensing that they have feelings for you. We know that. That is a fact. They have feelings for you. They really care about you. And they really get down with you. Like, y'all be having fun. But I do think that this is a person that is of significance. That could be for all of you, not all of you. I think that casually throwing around the word soulmate or like just saying soulmate. Like, I think that if you are watching this reading and you don't feel as though this person is your soulmate, they are not your soulmate. But I think that if you're watching this and you do feel as though they're your soulmate or someone of extreme importance and significance in your life, they are exactly that. And I think that's why this card is here. But I think that a lot of people have been kind of like, I don't know, like eschewing your judgment in this. Maybe there's a lot of outside opinions on this topic and your life, or like maybe there's a lot of opinions on this person or a lot of opinions on you. This, I feel, is on both sides, and because of that, it's just kind of like hard to tell like what to do about this person. Yeah, pile 3. I think that both of you are very much in a rut right now. I think this downtime is very important, though. I think that a lot of things need to get sorted out emotionally, especially on their end. I think that they are very much more unstable than you are. I think that they need to sort their insert profanity out. And I think that once that happens, like, I really do think that this relationship can take off or something else can happen. But they very much are conscious of what they're doing, so don't let them deceive you. So yeah, pile 3, like, that's really all I have for you. I think that your person is just going through it right now because, like, you're challenging their beliefs because you're so considerate and so different, honestly. Aquarius energy is very much the person that's like, oh my god, like, you're so different, like, you're like a needle in a haystack type thing. But I feel like that's how they perceive you, and it's kind of freaking them out. So yeah, pile 3, thank you so much for watching. I literally love you so much. I can't slay, like, just slay. Yeah, I didn't tell this to pile 1 because I was scared to tell pile 1, but I did tell pile 2. If you haven't already, if you watched this far, you should like like and subscribe. I feel like that'd be pretty rad, you know, like, I'd please. Thank you. Bye.